When I first saw the title of the session, it just reminded me of facilitating a team meeting, which was in a hybrid model, meaning that half the team were online in a virtual environment and the other half of the team are actually in the room, and that's also extremely challenging. I personally prefer, if you're going to do it, it's better to have everyone online or everyone in the room. It doesn't always work like that.
I think your instinct of like preferring everybody online or everybody face to face is what a lot of leaders would prefer as well. It's definitely the simpler way, because you can take one mode, whichever the mode of communication is, you can apply it. And I think that's a really perfect vignette about this point around intentionality. When you know you've got a split room, how much more effortful it is for that.
Yeah, so I've been a leader in facilitating a team meeting with 40 people online, and there's 40 people in the meeting, and there might be 16 people in the room. And I'm facilitating the meeting, so I'm running the Zoom meeting and doing like the technology as well. I think a better way of doing it is to actually have someone else who can help facilitate the online component. But then who do you delegate that to? Do you round robin it, and how does that work? But even talking to the people who are in the room, you get distracted with forgetting about the people who are online. So it is good to also recognize that they're there as well.
I was going to say, we feel it with some of the, you mentioned at the start, we run coach-led programs, and quite often they do involve people especially in this region, attending from different locations, and some will be in the room, some will be online, and we do a lot of practical real play type stuff, and it's hard for the people that are trying to team together remotely, and using technology helps, but it's as you say, it requires another level of preparation and thought as well. So I totally get it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would always say, if you can have somebody else manage the technology, because mentally it's two different modes, your analytical brain versus your empathy brain. Your empathy there as the facilitator is thinking, how do the people online feel? How do the people in the room feel? And that's a very different mental, like cognitive load to, how do these buttons work? Do I have this thing, displaying correctly, etc. So having somebody take the technical part so that you can do the empathy part, I think is a really important strategy for a lot of leaders and facilitators. But then even within that, it does become about the rituals as well. Okay, everybody, we know we're hybrid. We all know the challenges of this. People in the room, I need you to talk up. People online, I'm going to call you out by name, because I want to make sure that we're all actively participating, not because I'm being a meanie, but just because we know this is going to take a lot more intentionality from us to be effective. So I think it's a really perfect example, because it helps us display, that's what we mean by rituals. Everybody, cameras on, one question each, or whatever the ritual is, to make sure that it's not just on you, it's on all of us together collectively to make it be effective.